Introduction. NumPy is the fundamental package for scientific computing in Python. Instead of using common Python sequences, an n-dimensional array type, ndarray, is used as the core of NumPy package. An ndarray object is used to describe a collection of items of the same type, in form of an n-dimensional array, such that operations on the collection of items, array scalars, can be performed effectively. Unlike common Python sequences, ndarray objects have a fixed size at creation. And in general, a new array will always be created when the size of an ndarray is changed. Installation. The only prerequisite for installing NumPy is Python itself. Pip, the package installer, can then be used to install NumPy package from the Python package index with command pip install NumPy. Besides, the installation of Anaconda distribution, a pre-built and pre-configured distribution, will also installs Python, NumPy, and some other useful tools and packages as a single solution for data analyses. In order to access NumPy and its functions, an import command should be used in Python code as import NumPy, or an import command with the common alias np. Import NumPy as np. The n-dimensional array, ndarray. Method ndarray is a low-level method for instantiating a multidimensional, homogeneous array of fixed-size items. However, array should be constructed using methods array, zeros, etc. Class numpy.ndarray, shape, dtype equals float, buffer equals none, offset equals 0, strides equals none, order equals none. Parameters. Shape. Tuple of ints. Shape of created array. Dtype. Data type, optional. Any object that can be interpreted as a NumPy data type. Buffer. Object exposing buffer interface, optional. Used to fill the array with data. Offset. Int, optional. Offset of array data in buffer. Strides. Tuple of ints, optional. Strides of data in memory. Order. C, F, optional. Row major, C style, or column major, Fortran style, order. Examples. ndarray with buffer equals none, np.ndarray, 2, 2. ndarray with buffer is not equal to none, np.ndarray, 2, buffer equals np.array, 1, 2, 3, offset equals 0, dtype equals int. ndarray attributes. ndarray attributes are used to return some common properties of a created NumPy array, ndarray. Attributes. T, ndarray, view of the transposed array. Data, buffer, Python buffer object pointing to the start of the array's data. Dtype, dtype object, data type of the array's elements. Flags, dict, information about the memory layout of the array. Flat, numpy.flatAdhere object, a 1D iterator over the array. Imag, ndarray, the imaginary part of the array. Real, ndarray, the real part of the array. Size, int, number of elements in the array. Item size, int, length of one array element in bytes. N bytes, int, total bytes consumed by the elements of the array. Ndim, int, number of array dimensions. Shape, tuple of ints, tuple of array dimensions. Strides, tuple of ints, tuple of bytes to step in each dimension when traversing an array. C-types, C-types object, an object to simplify the interaction of the array with the C-types module. Base, ndarray, base object if memory is from some other object. ndarray methods. Ndarray methods are ndarray built-in predefined functions or procedures, which are used to provide essential functionality for computing some common functional properties of a created NumPy array object, ndarray, without the need for custom code. Methods: all, access, out, keep dims, where. Returns true if all elements evaluate to true. Any, access, out, keep dims, where. Returns true if any of the elements evaluate to true. argmax, access, out, keep dims. Return indices of the maximum values along the given axis. argmin, access, out, keep dims. Return indices of the minimum values along the given axis. argpartition, kth, axis, kind, order. Returns the indices that would partition this array. argsort, axis, kind, order. Returns the indices that would sort this array. astype, dtype, order, casting, sub-ok, copy. Copy of the array, cast to a specified type. Byte swap, in place. Swap the bytes of the array elements. Choose, choices, out, mode. Use an index array to construct a new array from a set of choices. Clip, min, max, out. Return an array whose values are limited to min, max. Compress, condition, axis, out. Return selected slices of this array along given axis. conj. Complex conjugate all elements. Conjugate. Return the complex conjugate, element-wise. Copy, order. Return a copy of the array. Comprod, axis, dtype, out. Return the cumulative product dtype the elements along the given axis. Cumsum, axis, dtype, out. Return the cumulative sum of the elements along the given axis. Diagonal, offset, axis 1, axis 2. Return specified diagonals. Dump, file. Dump a pickle of the array to the specified file. Dumps. Returns the pickle of the array as a string. Fill, value. Fill the array with a scalar value. Flatten, order. Return a copy of the array collapsed into one dimension. GetField, dtype, offset. Returns a field of the given array as a certain type. Item, *args. Copy an element of an array to a standard Python scalar and return it. Item set, *args. Insert scalar into an array. Scalar is cast to array's dtype, if possible. Max, axis, out, keep dims, initial, where. Return the maximum along a given axis. Mean, axis, dtype, out, keep dims, where. Returns the average of the array elements along given axis. Min, axis, out, keep dims, initial, where. Return the minimum along a given axis. New-byte order, new_order. Return the array with the same data viewed with a different byte order. Non-zero. Return the indices of the elements that are non-zero. Partition, kth, axis, kind, order. Rearranges the elements in the array in such a way that the value of the element in kth position is in the position it would be in a sorted array. Prod, axis, dtype, out, keep dims, initial, where. Return the product of the array elements over the given axis. PTP, axis, out, keep dims. Peak to peak, maximum minus minimum, value along a given axis. Put, indices, values, mode. Set ndarray.flat n equals values n for all n in indices. Ravel, order. Return a flattened array. Repeat, repeats, axis. Repeat elements of an array. Reshape, shape, order. Returns an array containing the same data with a new shape. Resize, new underscore shape, ref check. Change shape and size of array in place. Round, decimals, out. Return ndarray with each element rounded to the given number of decimals. Search sorted, v, side, sorter. Find indices where elements of v should be inserted in ndarray to maintain order. Set field, val, dtype, offset. Put a value into a specified place in a field defined by a data type. Set flags, right, align, UIC. Set array flags right able, aligned, right back if copy, respectively. Sort, axis, kind, order. Sort ndarray in place. Squeeze, axis. Remove axis of length 1 from ndarray. std, axis, dtype, out, doff, keep dims, where. Returns the standard deviation of the array elements along given axis. Sum, axis, dtype, out, keep dims, initial, where. Return the sum of the array elements over the given axis. Swap axes, axis 1, axis 2. Return a view of the array with axis 1 and axis 2 interchanged. Take, indices, axis, out, mode. Return an array formed from the elements of ndarray at the given indices. To bytes, order. Construct Python bytes containing the raw data bytes in the array. To file, fid, sep, format. Write array to a file as text or binary, default. To list. Return the array as an ndarray.ndim levels deep nested list of Python scalars. To string, order. A compatibility alias for to bytes, with exactly the same behavior. Trace, offset, axis 1, axis 2, dtype, out. Return the sum along diagonals of the array. Transpose, asterisk axis. Returns a view of the array with axis transposed. Var, axis, dtype, out, doff, keep dims, where. Returns the variance of the array elements, along given axis. View, dtype, type. New view of array with the same data. ndarray structure. The multidimensional ndarray structure is described by a tuple of non-negative integers, called shape, which indicate the size of array in each dimension. In NumPy, dimensions are called axes, and the size of array in each dimension is called length. In general, the length of axis is determined by the number of direct children in a parent array. Examples. np.array, number, 1, .shape equals empty. np.array, list, 1, .shape equals, 1. np.array, list, 1, .shape equals, 1, 1. np.array, list, 1, .shape equals, 1, 1, 1. np.array, list, 1, .shape equals, 1, 1, 1, 1. np.array, list, 1, 2, .shape equals, 2. np.array, list, 1, 1, 2, 1, .shape equals, 2, 1. np.array, list, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, .shape equals, 3, 1, 2. np.array, list, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, .shape equals, 2, 1, 1, 2. np.array, list, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2121, 2122, dot shape equals 2, 1, 2, 2. np.array, list, 1111, 1121, 2111, 2121, dot shape equals 2, 1, 2, 1. np.array, list, 1111, 1112, 1121, 1122, dot shape equals 1, 1, 2, 2. np.array, list, 1111, 1112, dot shape equals 1, 1, 1, 2. Data types dtype. NumPy has its own set of data types for representing arrays and other elements of data processing. Therefore, when data type is not given for the specified values, NumPy will try to use a default dtype that can represent the values of the ndarray object. For example, a equals np.array, 1, array, 1, a.dtype, in 32. A equals np.array, 1 point, array, 1 point, a.dtype, float 64. A equals np.array, minus 1, to the power 0.5, array, 6.123234 exponential minus 17, plus 1 point j, a.dtype, complex 128. A equals np.array, 1 equivalent 1, array, true, a.dtype, bool. A equals np.array, 1, array, 1, a.dtype, less than u1. A equals np.array, list, array, class list, dtype equals object, a.dtype, o. Array scalars of ndarray object belongs to a set of NumPy scalar data types. np.generic is the base class for NumPy scalar types. np.number is the abstract base class of all numeric scalar types. np.integer is the abstract base class of all integer scalar types. np.signed integer is the abstract base class of all signed integer scalar types. np.byte, np.short, np.nc, np.int underscore, np.long. np.unsigned integer is the abstract base class of all unsigned integer scalar types. np.ubyte, np.ushort, np.unc, np.uint, np.ulong. np.inexact is the abstract base class of all inexact numeric scalar types. np.floating is the abstract base class of all floating point scalar types. np.half, np.single, np.double equals np.float underscore, np.long double equals np.long float. np.complex floating is the abstract base class of all complex floating point scalar types. np.c single, np.c double equals np.complex underscore, np.c long double equals np.c long float. np.flexible is the abstract base class of all scalar types without predefined length. np.character is the abstract base class of all character string scalar types. np.bytes underscore, np.str underscore. np.void, np.bool underscore, np.object underscore, np.datetime 64, np.time delta 64. All array scalar type objects can be converted to an associated platform-dependent data type object. Therefore, scalar types can be used to specify data type. For example, a equals np.array, 1, np.byte, array, 1, dtype equals int 8. A equals np.array, 1, np.short, array, 1, dtype equals int 16. A equals np.array, 1, np.nc, array, 1, dtype equals int 32. A equals np.array, 1, np.long, array, 1, dtype equals int 64. A equals np.array 1 np.ubyte array 1 dtype equals uint 8. A equals np.array 1 np.ashort array 1 dtype equals uint 16. A equals np.array 1 np.unc array 1 dtype equals uint 32. A equals np.array 1 np.uint array 1 dtype equals uint 32. A equals np.array 1 np.ulonglong array 1 dtype equals uint 64. A equals np.array 1 np.have array 1 point dtype equals float 16. A equals np.array 1 np.single array 1 point dtype equals float 32. A equals np.array 1 np.longfloat array 1 point dtype equals float 64. A equals np.array 1 np.c single array 1 point plus 0 point j dtype equals complex 64. A equals np.array 1 np.c longfloat array 1 point plus 0 point j dtype equals complex 128. A equals np.array 1 np.bytes underscore array b1 dtype equals s1. A equals np.array 1 np.str underscore array 1 dtype equals u1. A equals np.array 1 np.object underscore array 1 dtype equals object. A equals np.array 1.encode np.void array b backslash x31 dtype equals v1. A equals np.array 1 datetime 64s array 1970-01-01T00:00:01 dtype equals datetime 64s. A equals np.array 1 np.time delta 64 array 1 dtype equals time delta 64. A equals np.array 1 np.int underscore array 1 a.dtype int 32. A equals np.array 1 np.float underscore array 1 point a.dtype float 64. A equals np.array 1 np.complex underscore array 1 point plus 0 point j a.dtype complex 128. A equals np.array 1 np.bool underscore array true a.dtype bool. Besides, array types can also be referred by character codes. However, character codes are retained for backward compatibility. The data type of ndarray should be specified by dtype objects. For example, dtype code description int 8 I1 8-bit signed integer np.array 1 np.int 8 dtype int 8 np.array 1 I1 dtype int 8 int 16 I2 16-bit signed integer np.array 1 np.int16 dtype int 16 np.array 1 I2 dtype int 16 int 32 I4 32-bit signed integer np.array 1 np.int32 dtype int 32 np.array 1 I4 dtype int 32 int 64 I8 64-bit signed integer np.array 1 np.int64 dtype int 64 np.array 1 I8 dtype int 64 uint 8 u1 8-bit unsigned integer np.array 1 np.uint8 dtype uint 8 np.array 1, U1, dot dtype, uint8, uint16, U2, 16-bit unsigned integer, np.array, 1, np.uint16, dot dtype, uint16, np.array, 1, U2, dot dtype, uint16, uint32, U4, 32-bit unsigned integer, np.array, 1, np.uint32, dot dtype, uint32, np.array, 1, U4, dot dtype, uint32, uint64, U8, 64-bit unsigned integer, np.array, 1, np.uint64, dot dtype, uint64, np.array, 1, U8, dot dtype, uint64. Float 16, F2, 16-bit floating point number, np.array, 1, np.float16, dot dtype, float 16, np.array, 1, F2, dot dtype, float 16. Float 32, F4, 32-bit floating point number, np.array, 1, np.float32, dot dtype, float 32, np.array, 1, F4, dot dtype, float 32. Float 64, F8, 64-bit floating point number, np.array, 1, np.float64, dot dtype, float 64, np.array, 1, F8, dot dtype, float 64. Complex 64, C8, 64-bit complex floating point number, np.array, 1, np.complex64, dot dtype, complex 64, np.array, 1, C8, dot dtype, complex 64. Complex 128, C16, 128-bit complex floating point number, np.array, 1, np.complex128, dot dtype, complex 128, np.array, 1, C16, dot dtype, complex 128. Bool underscore, question mark, boolean, true or false, np.array, 1, np.bool underscore, dot dtype, bool, np.array, 1, question mark. Dtype, bool. Unicode underscore, u, Unicode string, np.array, 1, np.unicode underscore, dot dtype, less than u1. Object underscore, o, Python objects, np.array, 1, np.object underscore, dot dtype, o, np.array, 1, o, dot dtype,